Hello, welcome back to another episode of Stormworks. Today we are going to be working on, well, first we're going to be adding a couple new things to the jet boat. The first thing is I got a comment saying that we needed to add a winch. Well, winch controls. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to have two toggle buttons. Actually, no, push buttons. Sorry. Okay. Now we're going to have to go in, out. Okay. So now let's connect this to the winch. So which one's the out? Winch down. Which one's the in? That should be when it says up. Yep, winch up. And then we need to connect these to the main battery. Another thing that I was told that could be useful is if I grab the W and S and connect it to the vertical trim of the fluid jets. Then what you're going to do is you're going to have to connect this to be sticky so it can stay and not move back. So let's see how this runs. Okay. Winch. Ooh, the winch doesn't have electric, so the winch won't work. Yeah. Okay, let's start her up. Let's give her some throttle. Let's get in the clutch a little. Okay, we're moving around 20 knots, so it's lower than front nose, I guess. Okay, let's get on her a little bit more. And now she's level. So thank you for that comment to fix this thing about the boat. And it works. It's actually very fuel efficient as well. Alright, so it runs at 14 RPS, so let's head in. Connect that winch up. Okay, so now that we're back in here, we need to actually connect the winch to the electrics. Now in theory it should work, because we have our winch connected to the main logic and we have our electric connected to each. Alright, so that's going to be all for this boat. The boat's finished. So I'm going to save it, and we're going to start a new one. So what this boat is going to be is it's going to be a multi-utility boat. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plan out the width and then the bow. Okay, there. Sorry. If I sound a little weird, it's because I have a cough and I have moved my rooms. Well, moved my mic around, so it might sound a little different. Okay. Well, we got that out of the way, so let's finish up this bow. Okay. Now, what we're going to do with the 1x2 slope is we're going to make the stem of the boat, which is going to be around that high. Let's get rid of the extra inside slopes and add blocks. This thing, I have like a little engine that I like using. It's a infinite electric steam engine. It works very well. I like using it. So that's what we're going to be using in this. That's going to be in the next tutorial. This is just the hull. And this isn't even a tutorial, it's just a build. Like a let's build together. Alright, so as I remember saying, this is how I usually build my bows. Okay, so that looks like about the length of the bow. Maybe if we do a little bit extra something, just to make it look a little bit cleaner, like add maybe a 2 block, and then the 1x4 slope. Maybe that could make it look a little bit better. Oh, messed up. Okay. Now let's get rid of this. Connect this up to the main hull area. And then connect, well, and then fill in the bottom like that. So this is going to be the main shape of the bow. Then, what I usually do is I run a 1x2 slope all the way down. It's like a little gradient almost. Okay, so then what you want to do is fill in this little plain area, except right here, this usually gets me. Just leave that open, and then fill it in again. Like that. That's what I meant by fill it in. Sorry if someone else caught it a little differently. And then fill that in right there. That gives us like a nice little slope to where it's not immediately just the 4. Then we need our 2x2 pyramids. And then bring it in. This will make it to where, hold on, this will make it to where it's not a straight 1x1 wedge into the wall itself. It's actually like something that takes a little bit. In my opinion, it just looks better. I've also been working on a new propulsion design that can make it to where it utilizes both the water jets and the main propellers, except that they're not propellers, it's the azimuth thrusters, which are still propellers. Okay. So once you're done filling in the hull, like I am doing right now, well, the main bow, what I usually do is I do that 2 times over, except right here is a normal 4 blocks up, and then go over. Right here, you just grab your 4x4 pyramid and fill that right there. And then actually, sorry, I messed up again right there. Okay, right there. That's what you want. Fill that in right there. Grab another 4x4 pyramid. And that should make it so the bow looks a little bit nicer. So I think this might not be the whole entire hull, but it might just be the bow for today. Okay, so now that we have our main formation for the hull, we need to fill in the stem. Like so. Okay. So what I usually do about this point is I go usually 2 vertical blocks up, like this. Oh, misplaced. This will make it look a little more straighter. And then we're gonna add it, like we're gonna have it so where it goes back out again. So right here, fill that in with your normal block, and also fill that in with your normal block. I know we went, like this is probably the same size as that main boat, but it'll look a lot better. Okay, so right here, what I'm gonna do is we're actually gonna have to extend this part up a little bit more. And then we're gonna grab our 4s again. And we're gonna do this whole thing yet again. This makes it look like The bow is overhanging, and in real life, this could help push away waves when going through rough seas. Fill this in. There you go. Now let's finish off the stem. Alright, there we go. Bow looks mostly complete. Except for one thing. We need to make it to where, get rid of these 4. This is where railings are going to go in the future. But right now, we're not in the future. So, grab your 1 block, fill in the bow's main deck like so. That's where the main deck is going to be. And then, fill this area in. Like right here, we're going to do a 2x2. Come on. Here, I have to do that over here. There. There. Erase whatever you have left over hanging. Grab our normal pyramid, not the inverse, just the normal. There. Now that we have that complete, we have to go from here forward that way. Then grab your 1x4 slope and fill in the front of the ship, so then we don't have any of those jagged little areas. Like so. And then there we go, we have our bow. It's done so far. So we have to add the rail, or the railing. Not railing, sorry. Hold on. Forgot what they're called. Let me look down. I just had a brain fart. Railing. Yeah, they're called railing. It didn't. I don't think I saw it. So grab the segment. What I do for these is I space them out every 3 blocks. Just like it can give us some extra. I don't know what to call it. Detail to the ship. Now let's fill this part in, see if it floats well enough. Alright, so let's see this. I mean, yeah, it's a little front heavy, but you'd expect that because it's such a small thing with a little weight in the front and a lot of weight in the, a lot of weight in the back and little weight in the front. Seems to be very, very stable too. Okay, let's head back in. Let's erase this. And we're going to extend this bow out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it about right here. And then fill this in as well. We might actually do the whole hull. It's going to be a little longer of a video, but we're going to do the whole hull. Okay. There, it's extended out a little bit now. So what you need to do is grab your railing yet again. Middle. And then finish out from here. 3, 3, 3, 3. Alright. Think you guys get it? Then grab the railing segment and extension and bring that all the way back here. Now you have your railing. Okay. So we gotta match it to everything else. So let's bring the boat down to where we want the water line to sit. I want the water line to sit around right here, just so you can see the curvature of the hull. Okay. So now we can actually finish the boat. Not boat, hull. I always have to correct myself because I just forget. Alright, let's extend the deck just a tiny bit longer like that. Yeah. And then we're going to go down 4 blocks. This will create like a little area where we can have the winch, the big winch, huge winch. Hold on. Come on, there we go. Okay. Now we have our area for the huge winch. We need to make it so this area is smooth. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to grab our 1x4, fill this in, make sure that you have enough space left over. There. This will create a nice little curve. Yeah, just like that. It'll make it look smoother, and it might actually work better. Right here, though, we need this to now go up 4 blocks. So we're just gonna go with the 2 1x2 blocks, like so. Make it so we have probably actually that much room. No. So there's 3, there's 4. Oh, they got the diagonal, not the normal. Okay, there. We have that now matched up. We just need to work on down here. So what I usually do for areas down here is I grab our 1x4 slope, then build it out maybe 3 or 4 blocks. For this, we're going to go 3 blocks out. And do this until, just do this for about 4 or 5 things. 4 or 5 turns. So like now we're at 3, so let's go, this boat would probably do, actually no, we need to extend this a little bit more. See, what I always do is I just think, if I need to go out more, I'll go out more. Okay. Ah, messed up. Okay. There we go. Now we get to build up the slopes. So this we're actually going to do 3, because it's a smaller one. I built bigger ones, it's just this one's smaller. Now you might be asking, why am I putting steam in such a small boat, but also a modern boat? Well, it's more efficient. Especially the one I have, it lets it so you have infinite range. Okay. So we're only going 3. And then we're going to build this all the way to the back. So let's line it up with the back now. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a small boat, but it's actually a little bit of a bigger boat. So what I'm going to do now is let's bring this all the way back to the top. Finish off this little area with this. Oh, messed up again. Okay. Grab your 1x1 wedge. Alright, we're almost done with the hull. If we get it floating good, actually, I'm going to stop the video. But we might have to do some more testing. Further testing. I hate testing, but that's kind of what you have to do sometimes in this game. Test, test, test. Okay, so like right here. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the 1x2. Do this. Now we just need our 1x1s right here. So I'm going to do this. Fill in the back. Okay. Right here is where I always find the trickiest parts, because you have one block area up here, and then you can't bring it to there. But what I'm going to do is first do that. And then I'm going to grab our 1x1 slope, get rid of these 4, all the way, nope, that doesn't work. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab our inverse slope. Not inverse slope, inverse pyramid. See if I can do that with this. Ooh. Ooh. You might not be able to do that. Here, I might have to restart the stern, but let's just continue. Okay, so now that we have that, I don't know. Okay. You know what? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Yeah, this is a little bit of a tricky area. I always have problems with the stern. Okay, then right down here, I'm actually going to do this. Right here, grab a 1x2. Then right here, I'm just going to let it be nice and flat. So it makes it look less awkward. It's still a little awkward. I might fix that later on, but it looks fine. Okay, let's spawn it in, see if it works. Okay. Ah! No, fell off. Okay. So let's head into photo mode. See if this looks good. It actually floats very well. We might have to do a little bit of trimming later on, but it floats very well. Well, I guess with that, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good, well, rest of your weekend, week, whatever. See ya. Bye.